56, the Tomlinsons, they should be Labour.
Got quite a lot of undecideds around here.
Yeah, undecideds are alright.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They're not going to put that, they've got to think before they put that cross next to Torah, haven't they? So I'm Callum Nolan, I'm a lad from Middleton, but in the past 18 months or 2 years I've become a local councillor as well, a Labour Party councillor. Once the election was called, I started to have a think about what's the best thing that I could do. And automatically the music thing popped in. I mean, I've put on the odd gig myself. So it was clear that, you know, we could actually put something together here just to show people the rock stars in this town are on side with the Labour message. So I spoke to Ben Taylor about maybe getting a venue, sounded out Charlie from Blinders and Owen from Cabbage and a few other bands and said, would you fancy doing something?
Obviously the sort of question was posed, would we join the lineup, and it was obviously an instant yes. It's always been a cause that we've been sort of close to our heart and something that we're passionate about, and I think we've sort of been looking at ourselves, you know, during this sort of election campaign of what can we do to make a difference, to make a change, you know.
My good friend Callum Nolan, who is now the Middleton North councillor, I believe, for the Labour Party, asked us to play, and it was an offer we couldn't refuse. Any form of politics that we can get involved in musically is always quite interesting for us. At the moment, the way things are shaping, I think the only kind of future that Britain does have something that makes it look bright and makes it proud to be British, and any kind of ideology that, at least to me, makes sense seems to be coming from a Labour perspective.
The reasons for putting it together were because I'd be stupid not to, really. You know, I'm political, I'm a councillor, I've got friends in the Labour Party, I've worked on Andy Burnham's campaign, so I knew we could get him in. Sarah Robotham's my fellow councillor, she was played by Maxine Peake in the Three Girls documentary on the BBC, so I knew we could get Maxine in. Once the Blinders and Cabbage said yeah, we had them, we had the venue. It just, you know, it wasn't difficult to put together because everybody wanted to kind of join in and get this thing sorted, you know what I mean?
The cuts recently in the last years have affected the music scene because it's all about outreach. You know what I mean? It's about people, young people from areas who otherwise, you know, can't get involved. If you've not got grassroots sort of community groups or rehearsal spaces that young people can afford, then you're just going to wipe out an amazing culture. If you look at, you know, the UK's music scene, the best bands have come from working class backgrounds, and those are people who picked up a guitar, no money, you know what I mean? It gave them an outlook, it gave them a future.
It's been spoken about quite a lot. I mean, since sort of being in a band, you know, it sort of gets sort of about, you know, guitar music and arts. It does seem like there is a sort of a dwindling funding for arts. Obviously, the small venue thing is massive, really. We see, you know, small venues closing after small venue, and obviously, you know, the Labour Party looking to invest. You know, bands like ourselves absolutely thrive off small venues. You know, it gives us a platform, you know, to sort of cut our teeth, really. And you know, I think a healthy society has a healthy art scene and a healthy culture. You know, and it's not just about, you know, how many people in work.
I just think music is down to the individual artist. So if you're an individual artist and you think like very passionately about politics, put it in your music, because what's it got to do with anybody else, because you are the artist and you're making that music, so you just do what you want to do.
But for us, politics has always been a massive part of the band, and you know, it was slightly surprising, the backlash, because it's almost been like, if you've been listening to the lyrics and the songs for the last 4 years or whatever, you know, the message is blatantly clear. And actually, when we've sort of been rehearsing for these shows and kind of like listening to the lyrics back in, with playing them in a political setting in mind, they sort of, it's almost brought a bit of a new life to them, and sort of it feels like this is where they sort of rightly belonging on a stage like this, you know, supporting a cause like this. So yes, there's backlash, and obviously people aren't happy, and people do want to just come down and, you know, have a good time. Hopefully people still can, you know. I don't think we have any intention of sort of just standing there and grandstanding.
We've got to make a change now. We can't carry on like this. And don't think about yourself. It's not about how it impacts on you, it's about how it impacts the greater community and society. And for me, there's only one option, and that's Labour. So please, on the 12th of December, you know where that cross goes.
Check. Alright, Manchester! For one last time, German people on the cheek. It's called Jeremy Corbyn, a terrorist sympathiser. Does anyone remember that? And then that fucking useless Tory government in a coalition with the DUP. The people made a joke. This one's called terrorist sympathiser.